happy right now because I'm speaking to my very new friend called Ankita. She's also my co-author in the anthology, The Power of Why. But along the way, we've all interacted so much that she's become a dear friend. So Ankita, welcome. Welcome to do the interview and thanks for making the time.
Yeah, thank you so much, Vinee. I'm very happy that you're one of the co-authors, and now we have become friends, and we are doing this interview together. So first of all, I'm very happy with that fact, and yeah, I'm very excited. I'm sure even you are excited. Let's just wait for it and see how it turns out.
So for the viewers, I wanted to say that Ankita introduces herself in a very unique way. She says, if you want to become famous, then you got to come to me because that's what I do
Yeah,
through my social media, brand consulting, and there was one more
and PR,
and PR. Yes.
and PR,
So
yeah.
she's a bright young girl, but she's extremely prolific with her work. So Ankita, more than this, I'd like you to introduce yourself as you'd like the viewers to know you.
Yeah, so hi everyone, this is Ankita. I am a social media brand and PR consultant. I focus on digital, how you can say, online visibility of brand and individuals, and that's what I've been doing for last 6 years as a profession. And through this, I've been handling global clientele, and I focus more on lifestyle, fashion, and education. That's my forte. And yeah, that's how I have managed to get into my event called Spell Bee Carnival also, which is my own spelling contest for kids. It's a kids development activity basically. So yeah, that's what I've been doing all around.
It's very interesting. So I'm going to jump right into the reason why we are here. We're here because
Yeah,
the pre-order of course has been launched, and we're
yeah,
already, I think, trending number one in UK and Canada and US in several categories, and we're excited.
yeah.
I want to know, Ankita, from the part that you have written in the book, is there any one line that you'd like to read or any one particular thing that you can give out before we can actually get a hand on the book?
Yeah, so I think I personally believe in this line, which I have written in the book also. It goes by, be your own torchbearer and find your own path. Because the moment you know which path or which way to go, you never regret in your life. Like, I have believe in this fact that you better have a oops moment than what if moment in your life throughout. Because when you have oops, you know that you did something and that didn't work out well. So you have this satisfaction. You still have the satisfaction of doing something, but that what if it's nagging, it nags you throughout the life. And I've seen some people struggling with that what if. So that's when I decided, no, I am going to have oops and what if. And that's what I believe, and I totally go by it.
I think that's actually nice. It is so true that I think the moment you have an oops moment, you're just like, oh well, that's what it is, and what if would just leave
Yeah,
regret for so long. Brilliant.
yeah.
So, Ankita, share with us your why. Why are you doing this thing? What got you into taking this leap? Share your why into your business.
Yeah, so I was actually freelancing a lot earlier, and then I decided, no, I have to start a proper company because that gives you more authenticity. And certain incidences that happened in my life, I thought, no, I need to have an individual identity and a firm name so that I can go by that name. People can find me out, trust me within. I can set up proper contracts, and also I deliver the best, because even I am binded by the contract. So that's why I decided, no, I have to have like a proper firm, and that's how I decided to start my firm. But going solo was something happened long back, and with my firm, I just kind of got a stamp on it of it being official or like being authentic and being in the books of government and accounts and something on those lines. So yeah, that's how I started.
Fantastic, brilliant. Now, what I want to ask you is how can you now encourage others to take that leap and to feel empowered to do business?
Yeah, so I personally feel that there are different type of people, but then if you think that let's just say 9 to 5 or anything of that sort is not giving you that fulfillment or not serving you the best, or if you think that there are other things, that your calling is something different, you may do something different better. So I think one should go for it, try it, and then understand how it's going, and all of that. But the trying part is very important. Unless and until you don't try, since we're talking about women entrepreneurs, most of us cook. So cooking also is something same, right? Where you need to try to understand how tasty the dish is. It's I think getting into business or doing on your own is similar to it. You have to try, and then you'll understand the nitty-gritties of it. You'll understand how to go ahead. Are you on the right path? But yeah, you need to start somewhere. So go and start somewhere. If you feel like that, okay, you have that in you.
Lovely. And now we're going to have some fun because we're going to specifically talk to our users. So, first, we're going to
Yeah.
start with our Instagram users, and they'd like to know any one memorable event or any one funny moment that you've experienced in the course of your journey.
Yeah, so it's very funny that it just happened last week, and I was literally laughing at it. So one of my client, they deal into kids shows, okay, kids development activities and everything, and he just happened to send me a link of show, and he's like, what, I want to make my brand like this, and would you help me to make my brand like this? And I literally started laughing even before replying to him, not because he sent me that link, because that was the brand that I developed 4 years back, and
Amazing.
I started with scratch, and getting like coming, and he was like just messaging that how good this brand is, how nice the branding is, and then I'm like, what, sir, this is what I do, this is my ex client, and this is what I've been working on. So he was more happy, delighted. Oh, okay, that's really nice. So at the moment, that is something I can recollect, because it's recent, and it's very proud moment also, and it's going to stay with me, because I mean, your work coming back to you as a reference is something really amazing. So
Definitely.
yeah, that's
That's such a testament. It's not something you've sought,
yeah,
but it's out there. It's out there for people to
yeah,
actually like, and that you were lucky enough that it came back to you, which
yeah,
basically would mean that maybe there are many others who haven't had a chance to come back to you and tell you that, that the brand is,
yeah.
that you're doing a great job. So lovely.
True, true.
I think that's an interesting trivia.
Yeah.
Now, our Facebook users would want to know more too. What is the one business value or the one micro practice that you don't compromise on?
Yeah, so I don't compromise on something that I promised. So as a PR social media consultant, it's very important what deliverables you offer, or what all you promise. So I strongly adhere to the fact that I will never over promise. Okay, I check the facts, I analyze, and I give a certain deliverables, and I always try to do best and do over, like whatever I have delivered, or whatever I've told that I will going to do for the client. I make sure that I do more than that, but I do not over promise, because just in case something happens, it's going to backfire on you. So you rather under promise and then over deliver. That's one thing I always believe in, and over deliver with very good quantity and quality. So yeah, that's what I believe in.
That's a very nice one. I remember when I was really young, I had come across that quote, under promise and overperform. And that has also
Yeah,
stayed with me for the longest time. It just felt so nice to be able to do more than you've committed than to always fall
yeah,
short of expectations after you've made
yeah,
the commitment. I can understand if there are
yeah,
expectations of people without a commitment, but when you give your word, it's only nice that you deliver or over
yeah,
deliver, not under.
yeah, yeah. Under.
Interesting. And
Correct.
last but not the least, all our business and professional people on LinkedIn would like to know, how are you adapting to the new normal perspective in business? Have there been changes? And if there are, has it impacted you? And how do you plan to adapt to it?
Yeah, so I would not say that it has impacted a lot, to be, since I am into online, business. Like I do provide online visibility, and even in like even after settling in Mumbai and being in Mumbai, I had a global clientele. So it was still very much in a way where I had a global clientele, and I used to talk to people on Zoom and Hangouts all the time. The only thing is that the meetings in coffee shops and office has again as strictly structured in Zoom calls now. And yeah, people are in fact, people, what I can see from my experience right now, I have more, queries coming in for online visibilities, business that I was talking to our whole team now on like getting a website or doing something on the social media, because that's what the need of the hour is. So yeah, that's what it is. But yeah, adopting in the sense, where you need to be very patient in terms of follow-ups, payments, and even deliverables from journalists or other vendors is something that even I am learning to like slow down a little bit, and even tell the client, okay, you need to give like a decent time for things to turn out, because obviously everybody is at home with lesser resources. So that is something I am adopting, and I'm sure even clients are going to understand that, and I'm sure they are also working on it.
Great, fantastic. And if our viewers need to reach you, where are you available?
Yeah, so I am very active on Instagram and LinkedIn, because that's where I, put a lot of content in terms of what I'm doing, what my new clientels are, or what my new articles are, and all. So yeah, those are the two websites where I mean, platforms which I am like more focused on, and I like build business and even connect with people. So, and I have a standard URL for everything, that is I Ankita Sule, and yeah, that's where I can be.
I, Ankita Sule.
Sule, yeah, that's I Ankita Sule, yeah.
Okay, lovely. So that's where they
Yeah.
can reach you. And well, once again, to the audience, would you like to tell them about the book? How are they going to like it? Whether they should buy it?
Yeah, so I'm sure everybody should buy it, and because it's a very strong, perspective that we are trying to give with 23 different women talking about why they started, when they started. There is a different time period where they when they started, and it's for everybody. I mean, there is no specific generation to it, no specific profession to it. Like, we have this vast number of audience who can come and make most of the book. So I'm sure everybody should go have their hands on the book, and I'm really happy that it's already in the top seller list in many countries like UK, Canada, and US. So yeah, I'm just waiting for it to come to India, so that everybody from my clan, and my colleagues, friends can have hands on it. But otherwise, also, I am telling everybody, don't miss on it. You are going to get lots of interesting stories and lots of knowledge that you can have. If you have any doubts regarding should I start on my own, or oh, I have started on my own, how will I go ahead? Something on those lines. And also, most of these women are going to be available if you want to reach out to them and get more expertise. So that's also another thing, you can reach out to them, if the profession matches or something like that. So yeah, that's what I think, all about. Just go grab it whenever you have chance to grab it.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Vinny, for having me here, and all the best to you too. And yeah, let's just wait for it to come to India, and so that we can have it rolling more interestingly.